Welcome to the Get Your Freak On Hotel.
How much for a room?
It's $10 a minute, but you look like a $5 brother.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Antibodies provide protection in extracellular locations in three main ways. Now follow my intuition, it's what your body wishing for. So I'ma keep you happy for a long time. Just start on the way. Neutralization prevents pathogen or toxin binding. Humoral immunity, optimization leads to phagocytosis. Humoral immunity and complement activation leads to optimization, phagocytosis, or lysis. 'Cause I don't want no. This is gonna happen by an activated B cell. I want you to come prepared, oh yes, with the help of T cells, because they secrete cytokines that cause differentiation. B cells require two signals. One thymus dependent requires a signal from T helper cells. Also requires a B cell that binds to pathogens and a T cell that is bound with antigen. This is called the B cells cognate T cells. Two thymus independent activates B cells in absence of T cells. This requires massive cross-linking of B cell receptors or common microconstituent present on antigen that binds to any receptor providing the second signal. Let's talk now about co-receptors. They dramatically enhance the antibody production. In link recognition, B cell can only be activated by T helper cell that responds to the same antigen, but they do not need to be on the same epitope. B cells binds virus through viral coat protein. Virus particle is internalized and degraded. Peptides form internal proteins of the virus are present to the T cell, which activates the B cell. Activated B cell produces antibody against viral growth protein. B cells bind bacterial polysaccharide epitope linked to toxoid protein. Antigen is internalized and processed. Peptides from protein component are presented to the T cell. Activated B cell produces antibody against polysaccharide antigen on the surface of the bacterium.
You, Katy Perry, and Rihanna decide to collaborate?
Well, I thought it was really important. I think a lot of work has been done on, the mucosal immunity and
Innate immunity.
Exactly.
Immunity.
And so we thought that, personally, it came to a personal thing with me because after Chris Brown hit me, I was really trying to figure out how I was going to recuperate both physically, spiritually, emotionally. And one thing that was obviously important is physically, our image is really important. And so I had a lot of interior damage because he kicked me in my throat and he kicked me in my stomach. And so my immune system in my body had to heal itself. So that's how I kind of became interested. And obviously Katy Perry here is my best friend.
Oh, I was here for the support, and I had already done some songs on immunity already, so I thought we could do it together.
Exactly. And
So, one thing though, there's a lot of controversy that I've been hearing about it's just not enough on the song.
Well, I definitely
heard that.
Well, you gotta listen to our whole album because we do have a bunch of different songs on there, and so I mean we're gonna go over a little bit of what's on there.
Exactly. So I mean, I know that a lot of people thought like, oh, this is whack because we didn't include where and how, like B cells encounter antigens, and so naive B cells may encounter antigens in the blood, may find them as free antigens in lymphoid tissues. The lymphoid brings the antigens. Dendritic cells also present antigens to B cells and serve to concentrate antigens, as well as antigen-stimulated B cells that don't find cognate T cells will die in 24 hours. So that's kind of one thing that we definitely left out. We also kind of left out, which is on another song in our album, the first stage of the primary humoral response, which includes both T cells and B cells proliferating in primary focus. They stay there for several days. Some differentiate into plasmablasts. Others travel to lymph node to differentiate further. I'm sorry. And some stay in the lymphoid organ, which are short-lived. And the majority migrate to the bone marrow and produce antibodies there.
We also have a song called Second Phase, which is the second phase of humoral immunity, and that includes the migration of B cells to the primary follicle of the lymph node, and they go on to form a germinal center. They increase in size and remain for about 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And there's modifications to B cells occur in the germinal centers. Also, somatic hypermutations enables affinity maturation and class switching. So their B cells become either memory cells or plasma cells.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what we did as far as, you know, the rest of the album. But it's kind of a secret, and we don't really want to give too much out, or else obviously people won't buy it, you know, with the economic situation.
So to stay tuned, should be coming out around Christmas time for the rest of the album.
Exactly.